Well, hey folks, listen, I'm in Tuscaloosa, Alabama at Old Colony course. I just got through playing Bowers for the first time, and I've never played this one either. So I'm just gonna take you around with me. We're gonna enjoy the course, have a good time, right after the intro. All right, guys, well, after the intro, I hit the record off instead of record again for my first drive. And it's 317 into here, a little headwind, and I just threw a hyzer shot that came to here. I'm not gonna recreate it or anything like that, but this is just the first shot. Let's see if I can make a putt. Make sure I'm filming. Get a little worried now. All right. I'm a little tired from Bowers, so I don't mind a shorter one to start out with. Okay, so I'm not gonna try to fool with figuring all this out. I'm just gonna play to the basket I can see. I think I already said that once, but yeah. Torn between my Berg and my glitch. Let's stick with the Berg. If it's 181, this should be just right. Oh, gave it a little peeky. It's a little aggressive cut just inside the chains. That's disappointing. Wow, exciting. To be honest, it was a golf cart going by. My brain was all over the place on that one. That was sad. Left that stroke out there. So this is set up on the side next to golf course over here. So it's definitely golf centric, but it's more ball golf than anything. So yeah, all right. Looks like we're heading out into the open. It's almost like these first couple were, hey, get ready. Yeah, because this one's 410. This little tree on the left makes it interesting. If you've got the power forehand, this would definitely be the better play. I didn't flip it enough. I just kind of sprayed that one. So it looks like maybe the tee pads are the A and B and the basket stays the same. So you disc ambassadors for every course, and I'm one for Inverness, and I know I still haven't done everything perfect on that. Put as much information as you can just to help out the folks that aren't locals to be able to find their way around and get as much information about the course as they can. Because yeah, I'd be curious to know, is it just A and B pads, baskets, etc. Anyway, there you go. That's all I got. The other thing, don't start talking and forget where you were going. Oh, there you go. Hiding in a little ditch. It's a nice sound. It was a nice little ding, dead on the band. But it was a pure, crisp little ding. I don't know if you could hear it. So I think it may be tee pads, A and B. Is it saying 4A? I'm curious if it's saying 4B over here. Interesting. Par 4. Got to go through a triple mando. It's a 500-foot par 4 with a triple mando. Look at that. It's a nice headwind coming across. Oh, come on, push. All right. Yeah, trying to keep out of the bushes, but with this headwind, not flip it too much. I liked it. Well, my longest drive, but it wasn't bad. It's funny, Bowers was shaded most of the time, but no breeze. Whereas this is, I'm out in the sun, but there's a consistent breeze. Kind of balances out. I don't know which one feels cooler. We'll see. You definitely want to push close to these bushes to give you your best look at the basket. That's the way, I like it. This looks like the drop zone here. I like that triple mando. I mean, if you got open field, put some things that force them to make some shots. I like it. Looks like a tunnel shot. Looks like it's across the road. It's a par 5, 690. I haven't played a par 5 in a while. I guess I did at the club at Cypress. Little low, boy, I'd like a little more height on that, but I'm okay with it. Just didn't quite get the nose angle. So 690 par 5 means that if I throw 345 and 345, I'm there. Let's face it, it's too far for me to walk. I'm just gonna throw something. We're not that uptight about score. Don't get me wrong, I like to score well, but well, this does not count. Boy, that was, oh, Pete. Yeah, that was disappointing. I just put that Wraith in my bag, and I know it's flippy, but I'm not sure how flippy. So I'm not super confident with it yet. I think I'm gonna like it a lot, but I've thrown it about 3 times since I put it back in the bag. And so mentally, I'm just not able to press into it, if that makes sense. I'm kind of giving a squint eye at it as I'm throwing it, going, I hope this works. All right, well, now that I'm here, I went all of 75 feet, I'm gonna go see where the basket is. Yeah, so second shot right here at the opening of this, 60 feet from the basket, poop. Well, that's an interesting little shot. It's tucked hard back to the right. Man, all I need to do is get up a little bit farther and been a much better shot. Look out, guys, he's pulling out a forehand. Pushed it a little long, and it hurt my shoulder. I needed a break here. Oh, I forgot about this wind coming across it. That explains why I just kept going long. It started to turn, and that wind just held it and pushed it this way instead of back that way. Oh, poop, I messed this one up. It's good to know, though. See if my long legs can get me out of this. Yep, I'll take it. It's funny, sometimes the harder the shot, the better I am, because I just take all the pressure off and just have fun. All right. Well, if this hole's not crying out for the glyph, I don't know what is. Oh! A little low. God. Thought I'd hit that. I got a little Peter tingle on that one. What's sad is an inch higher, I had no putt. It would have hit the basket and the cage and stopped. Slid back to this uncomfortable range. Focus. .317. Vector time. Wind coming across. Hit the pole. Poop. Did you see me get excited? That's why I stepped to the left. I'm like, oh, oh. The good news is I'm feeling a lot better. Hopefully you can tell. I've still got some gut issues. We don't know what's going on there, but I'm just kind of slowly pushing through it and feeling better. It's still got some tightness and stuff, but I just, oh, hey, how's it going? Sorry about that. I'm just pushing through and seems to be going all right. Focus. That one little missed putt at hole 2 is going to bother me, isn't it? This is the look I have out on the field, trying to find the next one. All right, I got a little confused on hole 8 and where we were going. There's a sign with an arrow for 9, but it's at the basket for A, where the A would be. And anyway, I got confused. All right, I think I've got it figured out now, so let's try this. It's under that big tree there. You gotta get across the road, so I'm just gonna do a big bomber, just get over the road. 566. This tee pad has a slope to it, so it's kind of fighting you a little bit. Not my greatest, but it'll be fine. Oh, a little inside, Pete, with that wind. It's good form, good form. So unless things change, I should have taken about half these discs out from playing over at Bowers. I only threw about 5 or 6 discs on that whole course anyway. Yeah, so got a lot of extra discs in the bag. So I hit this tree and just dropped down, and it rolled towards the basket to help me out. Okay, you remember what I said about the sun and the breeze earlier? Oh, it feels much better in the shade. Don't listen to me. All right, so there's a dog leg into the bushes, and then you got to push back that way. When in doubt, throw mid-range. Less chances for funky bounces. I just want to get into the gap. Or saw it off just a little bit. That was a tired throw, but it'll be all right. Playing something blind, I think you should always go for the safer, straighter shot. You know, if nothing else, throwing a mid-range will give you a base distance and understanding of the shape of the shot. Whereas if you crank a flippy driver or something and it ricochets off the tree or whatever, you're not getting a base idea of how the hole plays. Whereas me throwing this vector, wherever it lands, I go, okay, I can extrapolate out from that how the hole would play with other discs, if that makes sense. It's fun, yeah, just to get up and grip and rip something, but sometimes just setting a base throw will give you more information for the next round. And I think I pinched myself off pretty bad here. I didn't really understand what this hole was doing before from back there. Remember what I said about that mid-range thing? Yeah, that wasn't a good throw. That wasn't a good call. Let's try a little flip over forehand. That's all I got. Oh, tonk. I couldn't see any of that, so all I could do was listen. Click, 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 thunk. But let's face it, I knew I just needed to get down, push down the alley. So this is one of those holes that's a specific shot that you just need to come out and dial it up and know, okay, this is what I need to throw to get into here. Take a few times of just getting your disc and setting up on that tee pad and dialing in your distances and stuff. Okay, could have been worse. Oof. I'd like to push a little bit farther. Oh, the basket's right there, never mind. Huh, I was thinking it was at the other place. But to be honest, it was coming in at that basket. That would have been nice. Oh! Thought I hit it. Poop. All right, 178, slightly uphill, but we got a headwind. I think, old Glyph, just put it out there. Wind's gonna want to carry it to the right a little bit. Yep. and it was right here that my microphone died. So we're going voiceover for the rest of this. And what I'm saying here is that I am amazing, and I'm going to throw this right into the basket in this island hole because I am phenomenal. Yep, I think that's exactly what I said. Add my sound effects because I usually make noise when I throw. Okay, it was decent, wasn't great. All right, so now I'm discussing something about how I like the island setup. I think I'm trying to remember what I said. I'm sure it was wise and just was life-changing, but unfortunately you don't get to hear it. But so anyway, I think I'm talking about grass or taking in a meter from where it lands. I don't really know, but this is what you get from Cut Rate YouTube Disc Golf channel. All right, I am talking about how the wind is coming from the left and it's going to want to sit on that disc. And I actually made a good putt, which is surprising. All right, so we immediately make a quick cut to this hole, and this is where I'm discussing, this is a par 4 where you really need to make sure that you land before the OB that you then have to cross to get to the island hole. And of course, what do? I disc up and throw it about 10 feet too far right into OB. And so I'm talking about how I am a genius and I am truly gifted in the mental arts, and that I'm really proud of myself, and I think my dad's proud of me too. And here I am actually back in bounds, but just on the line from OB. So I had to take a stroke. And there was a real clutch moment here when I threw that and I went, whoo, and things got tight for a minute. And you'll see I'll stand here and say I'm in by just about a foot or so. And I think I actually might be standing out of bounds with my back foot, but we won't pay any attention to that. But I made the putt. All right, so here's just a simple out into the open, and I want to swing it around, but the wind really kind of grabbed this. I actually went right over the basket. It got me a little excited for a minute, a nod, but then I'm kind of far out. I'm not really happy how far away I am from this one, but hey, yeah. I'm actually talking about how amazed I am that that actually went in, because the wind is a little swirly out there. And we do a quick jump cut over to hole 14, and this basket is sitting on some posts, I call them the mozzarella sticks, and I just kind of fling it out there, and it was not my best throw. I just didn't give it what I needed to, and yep, when I put my hands on my hips like that, I'm usually not really thrilled. And so here I'm probably telling you some great excuses for why the world is against me and how I never make a mistake, and I can't believe that disc let me down. And so then I make a horrible run at the basket right there. Yep, I'm pretty disappointed with myself there, but at least a little drop in for par. Not too bad. All right, so now we just, I knew the basket was down to the left, but this one I should have walked down there because I thought I'd thrown the perfect throw with just my entropy. No, that was with the yarn that I just wanted to slide it over to the basket. But then I got down here and realized that the basket's a little farther, and I'm thinking I should have just thrown my glyph or something higher and let it fall over. But no fear, I got the putt. Oh, never mind. Yeah, that was great, Pete. All right, clean up from the bushes. Whew. Actually, I was a little nervous on that one. This one's just right down the fairway there. It's a par 4, so you just want to land just past that last tree there. And I pushed it a little long. Unfortunately, it hit the bushes and just dropped instead of getting lodged in there. Now, watch this great approach. It's right on line. Oh, yeah, it's way short. One of the things I forget is the wind coming across that field just knocked that thing down. You can see how it just lifted my, my putter as it came across. And so gave me even a little sketchy putt coming back. It wasn't too bad. But anyway, I got a par out of that when I should have gotten a birdie. All right, so what I'm telling you here is I just made a phenomenal throw on this hole, only to find out when I went down there that I threw down the wrong gap. Basically went down the right side, so I had to come back and rethrow to the actual basket. And it's not bad. It just cut in a little early right at the end, but I'm not mad at all. But so this was a little treacherous, but there was a perfect little gap right here for me. And hey, I got it. I was putting pretty good for the most part today. All right, so now I have no idea what I'm saying, but look at this arm motion. I'm really getting into this. I mean, this is deep stuff right here. This is life-changing information I'm giving you right now. And boy, I'm looking sexy too. Woo, look at that, yes. And so, oh, I didn't realize I talked that long on here. But so we're just going to throw right down the middle, and it's my favorite little vector shot. And I just pushed it off to the left just a touch.
I think I was expecting a little more flip up, but it's all right. Now, look at this. You can see the little gap where you can see where my head is, and that's what I'm aiming through, and I'm just having fun. I said, let me just go for it. And I was close. I hit the basket, but that could have been ugly. Fortunately, my disc caught a tree right by the basket, so an easy cleanup. But this is a fun course. I really like it a lot. I think you could score well out here, but with the wind picks up, it gets a little interesting. Don't ask me what that was right there. I also really appreciate the camera work here. I almost get my eyes in the frame somewhat. And so I'm talking about I may be able to get a third round in after this, and I actually do. I'm going to go over to the hangar after this, but I also say, hey guys, this is a great course. Come check it out, and I hope to see you out on the course.